Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael Pittman. I'm the president and owner of Connected Solutions Group. We are out here in Warsaw, Virginia today to do a live demonstration of our Mobile Command Center products. We've got both our standard Mobile Command Center and our Mobile Command Center, or MCC Mini, to demonstrate in a poor signal environment how well we can get these devices connected to Verizon LTE network. We also want to demonstrate just the full setup and takedown time, kind of elaborate a little bit on how long it takes, what you're looking for, and best use cases for setting these up in a rapid deployment. So we've unloaded all of our equipment and we're getting set up right here down by the water. We're on tiny little Monacan Creek in Warsaw, Virginia. The signal here is terrible, but we wanted to get a quick speed test on the speeds that we're getting before we set up any equipment. So John Wiseman, our CTO, is here with us. Give us an indication of what your phone's reading currently.
Not too good. So I'm showing 1.8 megabit down and 0.08 up. And that was actually after a few attempts. All previous attempts failed, so this was the first successful one, and we're just getting a sliver of signal.
All right, let's see if we can zoom in and actually get something. It could be moving around a little bit. All right, let's go down and see what we've got down below. Alright folks, we've moved down here to the waterfront here. We're just steps away from where we ran that test on John's cell phone a few minutes ago, and we're going to fully set up the standard Mobile Command Center. Right now we're going to have John walk you through every step. We'll put a timer up here on the screen so you can see just how long from the time that you get your Mobile Command Center on site at the deployment site to be up and running and connected on the Verizon LTE network and have the ability to place phone calls. So with that being said, take it away, John.
All right, let's do it. All right. The case opens pretty quickly. There are optional locks you can use as well if securing the box is of interest. We'll set the foam and the instructions out of the way, and the unit deploys pretty quickly. We have powder-coated steel hinge trays, all reinforced. This holds up very well to shipping, checking on an airplane, rough deployments in the field, rattling around in the back of a truck. It's made to stand up to substantial abuse, and including weather, and the case itself is actually IP67 rated for waterproofing. What I'm doing now is just deploying the antennas. This Mobile Command Center features the Cradlepoint 900, although there are a wide array of router choices. Just making the power connections now and booting the battery up. This is a Tesla Core battery, and under continuous talk and data usage, you can expect 6 to 8 hours of uptime in the field.
We do have the ability to upgrade this, correct?
Yes, if TSA compliance is not a concern, we can upgrade the battery. This is the largest battery that we can upfit the case with and still allow it to be checked on an airplane. So now we're just going to wait for the router to boot up and connect. And while that's happening, I can just show a few other features of the setup here. So the phones are mounted into the lid. We'll unstrap them. If you do need to pull the phones away, the case does come with the power bricks and also patch cables. So you can use these mounted in the lid, or if you need to just get some space between the users, you can pull these away, plug in the power, and either connect them via Ethernet or through the included Wi-Fi dongle.
What were the upgrades for the 2.0 relative to the first edition of the Mobile Command Center?
One of the most substantial changes was just increased reinforcement of all the steel. We had a very rugged solution to begin with, but we found some opportunities to improve that, to make this not only a rugged deployment, but one that could stand up for many years of abuse. Also, the unit now includes an external watertight charging port. So to recharge the battery or to maintain the battery, you don't have to deploy the unit. You can actually plug it in through a charging port on the back of the case and have it completely contained and folded up, and keeping the battery topped up between deployments.
And we added some lighting.
Yes, and so now to assist in low light conditions in the field, the case actually has LED lighting included that's powered off of the same Tesla Core battery. Just makes working in remote areas in low light conditions much easier.
And while we continue to wait on that cradle point to connect here as it's booting up, we found a very interesting verticality that we didn't really envision when we designed this with cybersecurity with the last couple customers that purchased 2.0 mobile command center. So, folks that have to take down their own network when malware or the threat of a hacker or something arises. We have a customer in oil and gas and a customer in the hospital industry that are super interested in these strictly for that verticality. Have you heard from them specifically why this is a good fit?
Well, it's a complete DR solution. So if you lose the use of your core assets in your facility from power loss, from data loss, from phone loss, this can stand you back up quickly. But also, as we found from a couple client feedback situations lately, we actually had some malware attacks where their network had to be shut down to secure their data. And this allowed them a completely autonomous network and phone system, self-contained, to stand that back up, so they can continue to access their server assets without having their on-premises computers running that were under attack.
Right. So it's a new kind of vertical that we feel is pretty universal amongst anyone that has any network with any kind of information that they're trying to protect. Not just if you lose your connection, if you need to pull it down for a reason to protect your data and your information in your network, this can be popped up in very quickly and kind of step in and save the day. As we're waiting for this, at this point, we're just waiting for the cradle point itself to connect to the Verizon LTE signal, correct?
Yes, and it's taken a little bit longer because of the remote location, but we've already grabbed a good signal here, and we're just watching the Verizon One Talk phones boot up. They'll connect to the cloud, and we'll be up and running here very shortly.
While we wait for that last couple minutes here, can you talk a little bit about the One Talk system itself and why it's a good fit for this type of deployment?
Yes, the One Talk is a very versatile phone system. It has all of the basic desktop phone features you would expect to see, but we've been able to leverage that in a mobile solution so that you're able to get all the feature set of a desk phone, but while you're out in the field. And the fact that they're voice over IP phones means that they function over the data connection of the cradle point, over the Verizon LTE network, and give you a full feature set of a desktop phone system while in the field. And if you have a One Talk phone system as the main infrastructure of your business, these can be included into that. Or if you do not have a One Talk phone system, these can completely stand alone and set up a mini call center out in the field.
Okay, so it looks like we're up and running now.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and place a test call and see how we're doing here. I'll put this on speaker.
Solutions Group, how may I help you?
Hi, Carter. This is Mike out doing a test. How can you hear me?
Oh, perfect.
Awesome. Well, that was a very quick connection, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you.
All right, great. Thanks.
So You know, that was with, just a few minutes ago, we had a terrible signal up there, struggled to place just test calls, on our cell phones. And, was able to relatively quickly get up and get connected there. Let's take a look at what the speed test is reading on a laptop as we connect to that cradle point.
And here we go. Currently we're showing 8 or 9 times the download speed we were getting. And actually those tests were being done at a higher vantage point. It was the only spot that we could grab an LTE connection from my cell phone. We were actually down here by the water where I couldn't get any connection at all with my cell phone.
As an additional add-on feature to these mobile command centers, especially in these type of environments where you're going to be in a really remote area, we understand that Verizon Wireless is by far the best signal that you're going to get in the country, but a lot of these deployments come into these type of areas that are a little bit more remote. You can add the Great Dane series parsec antennas into your solution. We've had a couple large customers recently that have purchased mobile command centers and have gone with the package that includes this, and it just replaces 2 of your cradle point standard paddle antennas and gives you increased gain. I don't know, John, if you're able to kind of walk them through that real quick.
Just takes a few moments to swap the antennas. And as Mike was saying, for longer term deployments or more remote deployments, this is a great upgrade. And it only adds a couple of minutes to the deployment time. And while we are showing the parsec antenna already deployed, it does completely fold down, and it comes with a convenient carrying case. And that's it.
We're proud to be a partner with Parsec Antenna. We believe they make great products here in the United States of America, and they are a great add-on to your Mobile Command Center product line. And also, folks, we wanted to give you guys a quick demonstration on the Mobile Command Center Mini, which is kind of the little brother to the Mobile Command Center, which does not feature the VoIP phone connectivity, but has some really cool features that make it a faster, easier system to deploy. So, John, take it away.
All right. This is a very quick, simple deployment. There are no antennas to connect. The entire antenna array is completely enclosed and protected inside the case. All you really need to do to deploy the unit is to open up the weather-tight power connector cover, hit the power button, and you're up and running on the enclosed battery and IBR 900. If your deployment requires you to access any of the other ports for the IBR 900, those are accessible through weather-tight connectors as well. So the WAN port, the LAN port, the USB data, the charging port, and also a USB power port. So if you have an ancillary device such as a cell phone that you need to keep running, you can charge that from the enclosed battery as well.
There's another video. If you click subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see a full, more complete demonstration on the Mobile Command Center Mini. And we actually have a video running now connected to this MCC Mini, correct? And this is the same location that you were getting the very poor speed test on your phone.
Right. So if you just need a deployment to get you back up with high-speed data, this is a very quick, mobile, lightweight way to do that. And as before, where we had to search the property, get the highest point available to barely be able to complete a speed test on my cell phone, we are now down here in a low spot right by the water, streaming video off of YouTube with the MCC Mini, all enclosed, protected, watertight, and rugged.
And because, we like to put our money where our mouth is, we figured we'd go ahead and just kind of do this. And, while we're at it, so let's take a look and see how this is working.
Still streaming.
Good to go. So as you can see, and as our mobile command centers float down the river here, we're very confident in the performance of these. We believe that we've set a tone to kind of produce these at a cost that is much more reasonable for you, the customer. We're very proud of this product line. If you guys have any questions at all based on what you saw in today's videos, any questions at all about how we can customize these precisely for you, feel free to reach us at the email and phone number that you see on the screen, and we'd love to make a custom build specifically for you and your organization. Thank you guys very much for tuning in today.